Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome back to season 3 of Comedian Video Game Commentary. We're back in the building. We made it, y'all. We made it. Season 3. So I'm your host, Hayward Crawford. I'm a comedy writer and producer. And as I like to say, I bark, but I don't bite. And it's good to be back here with you guys. So once again, guys, we started this. I like to tease that this show, Comedian Video Game Commentary, is illegitimate love child of Script Sundays TV, which started out in Detroit, Michigan, rebooted in LA, and still, while it's been on a hiatus for a minute, it's going to be coming back pretty soon. So I'm reporting here, guys, from One Night Stands in Waterford, Michigan Comedy Club. So we just wanted to bring back this season with a bang, if you will. We have different comedians. Basically, how it works is that comedian video game commentary is what I like to call where comedians and video games meet. So comics, comedians, comedy writers, comedic actors. We got our little ticks. We got our little weird little widgets going on. So we were like, why not have a show where we could talk video games, chop it up, and just, do all that type of stuff. So I decided to bring back it in a new way. Once again, we're going to be doing these shows from different comedy clubs, one night stands, like I said, here in Waterford, Michigan, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, so I'm going to introduce our roundup. Y'all aren't weed fertilizer, are you? I'm going to introduce our dais, if you will. Starting over here in the bottom left corner, we got my man over here. He goes the next challenger, if you will, the first challenger, but he's also the next challenger at the same time, weighing in 250 pounds, but he's working on it. Hailing from Detroit, Michigan, representing the Nerdy Blacks, Gad Howland. What up?
How's it going, guys?
Good to have you back, sir. Gad is one of our OGs of Comedian Video Game Commentary. Back we started our first episode a few years ago, and is continuing that torch, to carry that torch. Next, we have in our bottom right corner, all right, we got over here, Miss Lady. Let me pull you up. Let me pull your stats up real quick. We have weighing in at a mostly broad size, hasn't done comedy in 5 years, and she's here until her phone battery dies. Give it up for Miss Lish Nis One. Hey, welcome back. All right. We got some love in the chat. Let's go. All right. Next, we have over here our final contestant coming back with us for season 3. After joining us in season 2, we have in this corner weighing in at a mostly 250 pounds. So we got two 250s tonight. Born in the Philippines, raised in Boston, and thriving in LA. This comedian just did his debut at the world famous Comedy Store this past month, and as soon as still your fragile hearts, please welcome Mr. Mark Tyrell.
Hey, glad to be here.
All right, y'all. So you know how we work. Okay, so I'm gonna actually kick it off to Mark first, and you can give us your video game, what you're sharing with us. We could bring it up, talk about it, make fun of it, see what you got going on. Then I'll go to our new game show segment before we get to our next turn. So, Mark, buddy, what video game you got for us?
Currently, I just got notified that my financial situation might be changing. So I made the smart decision and used what money I had left to invest in a PS5. And since then, so many dividends, so much money.
Ooh, man, what an investment.
Yeah. good news is that instead of spending time looking for work and making money, I am now spending that time playing video games again.
Who needs that down payment on a house anyway?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you think I live in California? I was never going to afford one anyway. So the thing I've been really addicted to recently is this game called Lord of the Rings: Shadow of War. I don't have my PS5 connected, but hopefully I'll be able to do that soon once I get my capture card. Share screen, allow, window, Middle Earth. Make sure I don't show the hub.
And once again, guys, you guys are watching Comedian Video Game Commentary. We live stream on Fridays starting this month. We're back to season 3. We started back in 2022. And once again, season 3 is now upon us. Just in time for college football season. So break it down. What we got here, Mark? What we got going on?
So what we got here is Lord of the Rings: Shadow of War. It is the it doesn't show the full screen. It is the second game in the Shadow of Mordor series. Basically, you play as an Aragorn-style character, if you're familiar with Lord of the Rings, and you go around creating an army of orcs to fight the evil Dark Lord Sauron. You can, as you can tell by that long nerdy description, I am a virgin and have no class with ladies, but I still have this game to spend all my time with because it is a ton of fun. You can do all these crazy moves, as you can see, teleport across the map, just committing orc genocide. Really, just making doing a really good.
Call it what it is. Call it out.
Yeah, exactly. You have all these different tools, all these different moves. You can level up. It has RPG mechanics, so there's always new abilities to grind out and discover. Some of the gameplay here, and the really cool thing about it is that improved from the previous game is that you can do sieges. You can take your army of orcs and attack castles full of other orcs and take them over with thousands of your closest orc friends, and it's a ton of fun. I am currently addicted to it. It's been keeping me up at nights. I've been losing a lot of sleep, but it is a lot of fun, and that's what I've been playing lately.
My question is, when are we going to get the kind of the Joker treatment on the Lord of the Rings universe? We need to find out how these orcs became evil, and we got Wicked. We got Joker. We need who is the king orc, who's the leader orc, and how did he become that way leading up to Lord of the Rings? Do we think we got an orc spinoff coming?
I think they already talk about that. I mean, they think they might have mentioned that in Rings of Power, but that show sucked. And it's not canon, if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's that Amazon show that came out for all the viewers. But yeah, apparently my friend's like a huge Lord of the Rings nerd, and I think they originally were like elves that sided with one of the Dark Lords or some shit. I don't know. Lord of the Rings lore is ridiculously complex, and I'm not actually the biggest Lord of the Rings fan because of that. It's just like that makes no sense, but this game is just so much fun, so I tolerate it. But go ahead.
Yeah, when it comes to things fantasy, if they're not people, most of the time they used to be elves. That's usually the go-to.
Yeah.
Like right now we're watching Shadow of War, and it's swords and dragons and spells and shit, which is like Elder Scrolls and Skyrim and stuff. And almost every race of people in that game that aren't people used to be some sort of elf. So it's like the bad elves used to be good elves, the dwarves used to be elves. It's like they had some elves, and some elf went somewhere they wasn't supposed to go. Something they wasn't supposed to do, and now y'all green. Sorry.
That's what I found out.
So I'm pretty sure that the orcs in Lord of the Rings used to be elves, and they did something they weren't supposed to do, and now they're ugly.
Dude, that's such a
They come on before the
downgrade.
streetlights came on.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, sorry, you used to be Orlando Bloom.
Now
But
you're.
But that begs the question. All right, we lost Lish, but she's back. But that begs the question, though. Like, can an orc have the autonomy to be evil? Seems like with all these remakes, with whether it's the Hocus Pocus or the Wicked, why can't women villains just have the autonomy to be like, hey, I'm just evil. We don't need this whole backstory. This happened to me and all that. Like, hey, this is who I am. So same thing with the orcs. Can the orcs just
be born evil?
Built that way?
Well, that's isn't that the Uruks? Or
I want to be evil. I want to be evil. You know?
Yeah. Well, I think that's the Uruks in Lord of the Rings. They have super orcs in Lord of the Rings where they took regular orcs and then made the ones that had that white hand on their face. They were just born evil. There was no like elf that did something wrong. There was no elves involved in making them.
Yeah, they made them out like mud and shit.
They were evil out the gate.
All right. Lishness, you're back.
Sorry, guys. I'm back. I am so sorry. This looks amazing, and I was like, my phone is at 45%. So I'm like, let me just plug in so I can enjoy it. And once I did that, I lost everything everyone was saying, and I had to restart it like 3 times to get back.
Hey,
this looks incredible.
You said it in the bio. Like that phone I'm here till the phone battery dies, and you stood by that.
She's right.
Glad to have you back. So we're talking about Mark's talking about Middle Earth. So give us your thoughts and listeners on Middle Earth. This is his Mark's pick right now. Are you familiar with the game, Middle Earth?
My thought?
Yeah. This is
I just have questions.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Fire away.
Go right ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So you may have already said this while I was struggling with everything. What level are you on, and like what can you do? I see that you're doing this really fast, like phase out run sort of thing.
Getting busy as we speak.
This isn't my save. This is just some footage I found on YouTube because I don't have a capture card to my PS5 yet.
Fair.
But yeah, this guy's like level, I don't know, he's like 80 in his 80s. Level 80, yeah, you can see right there. But yeah, no, it's a fast-paced game. What level I'm at, I think I just got to level 30 last night. Around that.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Out of level 31 or level 100? Let's be honest, Mark.
Level 30 out of I don't know what the max level is. I think it's like 100.
All right, I'm just trolling.
You good?
I was
watching.
I was gonna say level 30 sounds impressive no matter what. But the game that I'm gonna be sharing later on, I'm at a level 4, which does not sound at all impressive, and realize they only go to like 12.
Well, D&D, you know, like D&D levels are different than video game levels. When you're in D&D, once you hit any sort of double digits, you're pretty much like a god walking around. So like when you level up in D&D, it's a big accomplishment to hit like level 2, 3, 4 to get that far in D&D. It's a video games like you can level up a couple times in the tutorial. So it doesn't like, you know, I played a video game, left the tutorial level, I was level 6. I was like, this doesn't mean anything. If I'm already a 6 and I haven't started the game, I just finished the instruction manual. How am I a 6 now? But D&D, like if you level up, so your 4 is an actual accomplishment.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, these games, like these Shadow of War. I never played Shadow of War. I played Shadow of Mordor. And it was a mix of Assassin's Creed and the Batman Arkham series. So it was that's the boss of this castle, I'm guessing.
Those
He
are
had a
like
little Pepto Bismol pink complexion going on.
So like these games, they have a mixture of stealth tactics and
Yeah,
like
of course.
open world beat 'em up things depending on what type of game you're playing. But
right.
it's really it's Arkham series and Assassin's Creed came together, had a kid, but the kid really likes Lord of the Rings. And that's the
So
best way I can explain these games. They're a lot of fun. Like the open world beat up mechanics are really fun, and you can like you'll be surrounded by 20 people. You can isolate someone and beat them up, and there's all the different moves. When he does this little ghost stuff, it's because he's halfway possessed by a dead elf,
Yeah.
and it's not canon, but it's like he's kind of involved with the rings being made. And but anyway, it's if you just take just a regular human person and then get possessed by an elf, you get this guy with elf powers, and he can. So the elf stuff is all of the woo spooky. Like when he turns into a ghost, that's the elf kind of doing his thing.
Elf have rights. That's right.
So question though.
Mhm.
Yeah. So question with this. Is this where you can choose different paths in the game? Or is it like kind of like how the Diablo series is where you get what you get, you find out what you find out, and your job is to level up and complete the game? Or does it have the possibility for different choices and different endings?
I haven't finished the game yet, so I don't know if there's different endings, but in terms of the combat, you get different choices in how to engage. You can either do a more stealth play, you can use traps, or you can just go in with guns blazing.
Mhm.
But in terms of the story, it's pretty Diablo-esque or
Diablo?
other. Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty scripted from what I've played so
That's
far.
pretty cool. Okay. So it's not really dialogue choices so much as going and finding the quests?
No, it's not like Mass Effect. It's a very straightforward story.
Yeah,
I like that,
it's
though.
open world, and you can go and pick where your next missions are, but it's not as open as well as far as story mode is. It's not as or as far as the story goes, it's not as open as like a game like that where it's like you can make where now this person doesn't like you anymore. They either didn't like you or did like you the entire time. Like there's no dumb choice and now this person hates you. Like it's not that sort of choice, but like you can pick and choose when you do your next things, or if you want to just run around and just stab orcs for the next 3 hours, you can do that, and that's completely okay with it. So it's like it's that kind of open world where you're in a big open, countryside, and you can stab orcs or you can just run around and shoot them. But there's pretty much just orc murder.
Yeah.
You can just choose when you want to murder the orcs. It's not like level 3 and you just start here and go progress through. It's a giant open area. Am I
Fair
explaining
enough.
this
So
well?
it's not really like
I'm just guessing.
No, you're right. I've spent many a night, many an hour just going around murdering orcs and not doing the main story missions.
Because I'm guessing the way this man looks and the way this level looks, this gameplay is way deep into this isn't like a beginning or anything. This person has been playing.
Beautiful.
This person's been playing forever. He put high level in all caps, so he's been playing for a while.
This is a late level, late game playthrough. I just wanted to show you what type of features are available if you play the game. Plus, this is the only stuff they posted on YouTube, the high level stuff. It's really rewarding because you're always you get new stuff every time you level up. It's not like there's no difference between gameplay. There is a lot of progression and power increases the more you play.
All right, guys, we're coming up at 17 after the hour. I know we got a couple people that have a heart out. So once again, guys are watching Comedian Video Game Commentary. I'm your host, Hayward Crawford. I'm here with Mark Tyrell Comedy, along with Ed Holland and also Lishness One. Make sure you guys follow, hit that subscribe button. Help us get up in the algorithm. We're streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. Pretty soon we'll be back on TikTok and Kick. And we are also here. I'm live at the One Night Stands Comedy Club in Waterford, Michigan. We're going to be switching it up, bringing you guys different comedy clubs. I'm going to be in LA in November. Might try and get at the Pack Theater, maybe at another comedy club for a live show. So exciting things. So what we're going to do really quick at 8:20/5:20 for our LA folks, we're going to get over to Gad's pick just to stay on schedule. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a really quick. I'm going to give you guys a choice. We have a couple new we have a couple new games that we can do. We can either do guess that video game song theme. We can do random comedian trivia. So a fun fact about a comedian, try and guess who the comedian is. Which one? You guys want to do video game, guess that video game theme song, or random comedian trivia?
I'm down for the theme.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'm about to play a theme. You guys got about 5 seconds to guess it. And whoever guesses it, earns a point. We got our little scoreboard over here. And I forgot to pick up chalk. So we're just gonna have to, wing it. I'll probably get some tape next time and some dry erase marker. So I'm just gonna have, if anybody could, one of you guys, maybe Lish, if you could be our if you could just maybe track the score in the private chat, or Mark. I know.
I'm on my phone. Can I actually ask somebody else to do that? Who's got the?
That's right.
Yeah, thanks.
That'd be pretty hard. Yeah. All right. Cool. So I'm gonna have you, Mark, if you could track the score for us. Next time I'll have the materials to use the actual scoreboard. So I'm about to play the song, and whoever guesses it first wins. So let me put it on up. Well, give me a moment. All right, here we go. You guys hear that?
It's faint.
It sounds really patchy.
Wow.
I'm tempted to guess Ocarina of Time, not because I actually think it's that, but because I can't think of anything else at the moment.
No, that was Dave the Diver restaurant prep. Mm-hmm. Never heard of that.
What?
Oh, I was never going to get that. I was never going to get that.
I've never heard Dave the Diver?
Video game music. Can you guys hear me? You guys hear me better? Yeah, so this is the video game music quiz. Guess 100 tracks. And this is easy mode. So let me go to very easy for y'all. All right.
Oh, this is an app.
It should have been like Halo or something. Like, what you pick?
Here we go. I'm about to play this. This is some ghetto rig shit right here.
Let's go.
It's some ghetto rig shit. All right, here we go.
Are you?
Oh, y'all didn't know that? Super Mario World.
Oh, I can hardly hear it.
Are you putting the speaker to the?
I can't hear it at all.
All right, let's play that again.
Maybe trivia. Maybe we do the trivia.
How's this?
There we go. That's Super Mario World on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, all right. Gad got it. All right, point for Gad.
Someone doesn't know where the speaker is on the phone.
Yeah, my bad. I had the other way, bro.
Like,
all right, so Mark, put in the comments one score for Gad. All right.
Oh, wait,
put in the comments so we can get a little. Yeah.
Comments. Okay.
So we can get that algorithm going.
Okay. All right.
It is 8:21 for my timing.
Okay. All right, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do two. We're gonna do three total, right? So, Gad, you got a point, and then Lish, you have a chance. Mark, you have a chance. Maybe it could be a tie, or somebody gonna get blown out. But here's the next one. Oh, hold on, add.
This iconic song from Farm Simulator 3.
No, I think it's
You can't hear anything.
I think it's from Checkers.
Oh yeah, I'm out.
Wait.
I'm out.
Y'all hear that?
I can hear.
Wait,
I can
play
definitely-
It looks like sounds like an NES game.
Ain't no. I know exactly what song that is, but I don't
It
want to
sounds
answer.
vaguely familiar.
It's not Earthbound,
Is
is
it
it?
Pokemon?
No.
Uncharted.
I know
Uncharted. Drake's Fortune.
Oh,
No,
that's
it wasn't.
Uncharted.
It was not Uncharted at all.
All right, so we're gonna do one more. We got to get to Gad because I know you guys got
Yeah,
to
that
dip off.
was not Uncharted at all. That was not
It was
Uncharted.
Uncharted. It was Drake's Fortune. Some bootlegs.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that at all. I know exactly what song that was. That
Wait,
was
what
not.
do you-
That was not Drake. That was not Drake's Uncharted.
It said that's
Well,
what it
think
said.
about
It
it.
says Uncharted.
No, that was Ocarina of Time.
No, what?
That's why I didn't want to answer. Because I wanted Lish to get it. That's
No,
why
I
knew
got
that.
it right here. I got it right here, bro. All
Play the song. Play it again. Play it.
right, all right.
Hit play.
Okay.
He's
hold on.
trying.
This was Zelda right here.
That's Zelda.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Here we. This is supposed to be Uncharted.
That's
Drake's
literally
Fortune.
just
Here-
listen.
We never heard Drake. We've only heard Zelda.
all right.
Okay, that sounds like Drake's Fortune.
Yeah.
There it
Oh,
is.
you
That's what
playing
I
with
was
Zelda.
saying.
You
Oh, you
played
played the
both.
first one, bro. But
You know, the first song you played was Zelda.
Yeah.
We never heard Drake. That's why I started laughing.
Oh, okay. It must be a lag, I guess. All right. Anyway, all
This
right.
guy
Welcome
here.
back to Comedian Video Game Commentary. I'm your host, Hayward Crawford. I bark, but I don't bite. I'm here with Lishness, who once again hasn't done comedy in 5 years, but she's with us until her phone dies. We got Mark over here,
33%.
raised in Boston, and I forgot your other line. And then we got Gad over here, who weighs 250 pounds as well. Welcome back, y'all. One Night Stands Comedy Club. And Gad, you are up. What do you have for us, good sir?
I
What
want a
you sharing
little
with us?
older. So I went with Need for Speed Most Wanted as my gameplay.
Is that
So-
PS2 era? that-
No, this is
PS1?
no, this is what no, I'm sorry, it is PS2. It was originally
Okay.
PS2 and Xbox, and this came out in 2005.
Yeah.
And this here, can you guys see it?
No.
Not
No.
yet. Screen share whenever you're ready. You should
I
be
hit
able
screen
to.
share. It didn't go through.
We see your beautiful face, but that's about it.
Yeah, that bald head of yours.
Yeah, are you guys able to see anything?
3 out of
Well-
4 people in this chat are bald.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
can't
3 of
speak
us
for hat
actually.
guy.
Are you guys seeing? Are you
Yeah,
guys
they
seeing?
got 3 bald heads on the call.
Ah, okay. Yep.
Are you
Mark
guys
has
able
more
to
hair
see
than all 3 of us combined.
Label.
I'm still not
Right
seeing
there.
it. Yeah, try again. Hit
Wait,
share.
wait,
screen,
oh,
and
it's
then
telling me
present.
to. I got it. There it is. Is it in now?
I'm looking for it.
How is this not? I keep clicking share screen and it just won't.
Damn it, Gad. We talked about this.
There it is.
Okay, here we go. All right,
There
how
you
you,
go.
how you sharing it? Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so is it working now?
Yeah, I see it. We see it loud and clear. All right.
Okay.
I like
Jessica
that
Alba.
outfit.
Yeah, that's. I forgot her. No, her name is Josie something. But
All right.
yeah, that's the
Little-
old Need for Speed games where they just had a hot girl talk to you when you turned the game on.
Yeah, cute little red bone. All right.
No days. This game came out in 2005, so this is way back in,
Mhm.
I would like to say, the golden era
Yeah.
of EA games. This is back when every genre of games that they made had soundtracks. I'm shooting fish in the barrel with this game, but this is one of those. This kind of molded my young adulthood into the man now. This era games. So like the EA Sports Big, all that kind of stuff. So in early 2000s where stuff really kind of sunk in, and this game is it.
Plus the
I-
first, plus Gad, the first era of Fast and Furious. Too Fast, Too Furious
This
came out
all
in
I think
03.
Fast and Furious dropped in like
Tokyo, yeah, it was 03.
2001. So this is right in that, yeah. So this is all coming from that time. This game is arguably the best game in the Need for Speed series, and pretty much the reason that Need for Speed games are still being made. And this is the game that all of them are being judged by afterwards. So this it's basic story. You're racing. I think this one probably had one of the best kind of stories in the racing game where it's Need for Speed Most Wanted. It's racing against the cops, but there's a whole blacklist of the best racers in town, and one by one you beat them to try to get your honor / your car back because someone stole your car, which is you started with the best car in the game, and then it gets stolen from you, and then you're just racing throughout the city causing havoc to try to win it back.
Wow.
Sounds like a Friday in LA, you know.
Yeah, so I mean, like this game. I don't know why this game touched the button with me so bad, but it was one of my biggest intros to quote unquote white boy music.
What's white boy music, bro? What is white boy music? Yeah. Come on, break that down.
Eminem
what's white boy music? What is Gas' definition of white boy music?
It ain't DMX. To this day, Disturbed is one of my favorite bands because of this game specifically.
Which band?
Disturbed.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
they had like 2 or 3 tracks on there, and I didn't realize until like much later that it's got a lot of rock songs in it and a lot of hip hop music, but the hip hop is only played when you're in the menus. But when you're actually racing, it's all rock music, and I didn't realize that until I was much older. And the rock tracks are really intense and loud, and they really help with the racing. And the hip hop is in the menu, so when you're customizing your car or trying to figure out what spoiler you want to put on it, it's got like Lupe Fiasco's rapping in the background or Snoop or something.
That ain't no white boy music though.
No, it's not. It's not. But the racing tracks really got me into white boy music. A lot of video games have been my sole introduction to white boy music. So I found out about Metallica through Test Drive Off-Road Wide Open, like an old PS2 racing game where you're racing trucks and stuff. So they got me into Metallica. Madden got me into Andrew WK. Prince of Persia got me into Godsmack. Most of early 2000s rock music. I can tell you which video game I was playing when I got into it, and it's music I still listen to this day.
White boy music sounds like a long lost Asher Roth mixtape.
So I mean, this is the game. I don't have as much detail to talk about, but it is good to mix me in the middle between all the fantasy that we got going. But this game is like the more you race, the faster you went. You got introduced to different characters and all kinds of stuff. And the main cop he drives a Corvette and he's mean.
I gotta admit though, Gad, like this animation though, like this live action cutout, and I've never seen this like style before. Like this is a cutscene, but man, I have never seen this.
Yeah,
Scanner Darkly vibes, you know. But
they green screened it, but then they placed it into the actual gameplay, so it looks like he's walking around in nowhere. This was like cutting edge.
Yeah,
this is 2000. This is 20 years ago.
I'm amazed at how well it holds up even now.
Yeah.
Like you can tell it's artificial, but it still looks really good.
It doesn't look terrible.
She holds up really well.
Yeah, it doesn't look
girl hold up really well.
Actors and all that kind of
I concur. Yo, guys, sorry, I got sorry to end abruptly, but I got to dip. You guys have a wonderful rest of your show. Thank you for having me on. I hope to be on again soon.
Mark, give us your follow. Give us your shout out, your follow. Where are you gonna be performing at next? Give us your
I'm still figuring out my next show, but you can follow me at Mark Terrell Comedy. My handle is right here. It's on Instagram. You can also just look up Mark.Terrell on Instagram too. That's my main account. I also do photography on there. And this handle is also what my YouTube is. I'll be launching some good stuff there, and hopefully Hayward or some of the people here can come on to that. All right. Thank you guys. Good night. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good seeing y'all.
All right.
You too.
All right, Mark in the building. Let me get you a little applause. We missed it. Yeah, give me flowers. All right, Mark. See you next time. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is next level as far as these graphics, these effects.
Yeah, it's
Step out right
and
now.
this is not the what's the word that they use? The not remixed, not refurbished, remastered. This is not the remastered version. This is how it looked back then.
Wow. Okay.
And it came out towards the end of the PlayStation 2's life, so they had a lot of time to develop tech. So the PlayStation 2 Xbox life. So it also simultaneously came on the next gen on what was that, the 360 and the PlayStation 3. So this may be I still think this is just the early generation, because the only big difference I knew watching the game, if I could tell which generation it was from the gameplay, is if you can see the driver. That was the biggest jump between the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 version. On the PlayStation 3, you could see the driver in the car. In the PlayStation 2, it was like the windows just look really tinted.
Did this come first, or did Grand Theft Auto?
It just must be a black driver.
This came after Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto was earlier than this. And you're probably thinking like Grand Theft Auto 3, which was like the first everyone's paying attention to this game. That came out in 2000. Don't quote me, maybe 1 or 2.
That was 2001. I remember that day renting that from Blockbuster. And that changed the game on the sandbox.
Yeah.
It changed the game on the Soul
World.
Sandbox.
Yeah. That was
cars
one of the
look
first
as good as. Sorry.
No,
the
go
cars
ahead.
look as good as Gran Turismo. I used to play that for a while, and I remember the detail on the cars at the time being absolutely incredible. And I feel like this really even blows that out of the water.
Yeah, Gran Turismo had really good looking cars. PlayStation 2 should get more credit than what it does, even though it's still hailed as one of the best consoles. It needs more credit than that, because I remember Gran Turismo 3, the intro to that game, the intro video, they would splice game graphics and real footage, like back and forth with B-roll, and people couldn't tell which scenes were the game and which scenes were like with a camera. Like people couldn't tell when the game first came out what part of this, what were you watching? Were you watching real stuff or computer stuff?
Yeah.
And also PlayStation 2, and the cars are modeled well. Like this era is what got me into cars. Like all of this. Like I have a car in my garage that does not run right now, and I'm working on it. But it's because I played it in this game. It was why I wanted it. Like this game,
I can relate to that.
Yeah. This molded a lot of stuff. I always had this running theme that I don't know if it's like this for women, but for men, you got like a 10-year gap between the ages of like 24 and 14. Whatever happens in that range becomes your favorite shit for the rest of your life.
I can kind of relate, because as far as early experiences and lifetime favorites, I can say Sailor Moon is amongst those. But video games, getting you into things in real life. I remember playing Grind Session, which was basically the cheaper version of Tony Hawk, and and I loved it. Oh my God. For a long time there, I actually knew a lot of the skateboard tricks. I knew the names of them and what differentiated them from other tricks. I never played, I could not skateboard myself, but I enjoyed watching it. Honestly, even now, every time I watch skateboarding on TV, I have fond memories of when I used to play Grind Session.
Which I just have to say, you took me back to Sailor Moon. I wasn't even a huge Sailor Moon fan, but that took me back to the Toonami lineup, Speed Racer, New Adventures of Johnny Quest. Dragon Ball Z reruns. That took me back to that
Yeah.
whole Toonami Friday, Saturday night lineup. Like,
I watched Sailor Moon every morning because it came on. It came on in the morning when I was getting dressed for school.
Yeah.
So I used to watch Sailor Moon and Pokemon like every morning when I was getting dressed for school.
okay, man.
Because it came on at like 6 or 7 in the morning. I forgot what channel I heard, but it was like 6 or 7 in the morning, and I was about to get dressed. Yeah. Never like understood the show, but it was always on in the morning.
It was channel 20 for me. What?
Yeah. And I used to watch. I
It
don't
was
know.
like channel 20.
Yeah. Every morning it would be either be some combination of Sailor Moon, Pokemon, and what was the other? Like Mummies Alive. That was another one that would come on in the morning.
That one was in the afternoon. Samurai Pizza Cats was sometimes in the morning.
What about Pokemon? What about Recess? What about Transformers? What about
those
Thundercats?
Those were Saturday cooked. Yes. I love them all. Pepper Ann.
To this day, I still don't know what Tuxedo Mask does.
Nothing. He throws roses and makes girls swoon.
Like he's on the show. I was like, does he have an ability? What does he do? Because he doesn't do any fighting.
He's got like a spidey sense kind of. So like he can sense when she's in danger. And he goes there and he twirls a cape and he throws a rose and he gives an inspirational speech, which honestly, in and of itself, is its own power. Have you ever tried giving an inspirational speech? It is hard.
I fumble every time I try.
That's every time I try and get out of bed.
Yeah.
I get myself. It don't work well.
Exactly. And you know what? I found that I had more success with inspirational speeches once I started throwing roses. So, highly recommend.
Caroline,
so would you say that Tuxedo Mask is more of like a bard?
I would say he's like a bard. That's a great observation.
I think he's a bard. Yeah, that's what he shows up, says some things, and now you're better.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, the bardic inspiration. That's exactly what he's doing. You're right. He's throwing 1d8 on every hit that Sailor Moon does.
Yeah. You want? Hey, you want to Hayward? You want to switch over to
my bad. I just didn't know. I didn't know, Gad, if you had to get going.
Like we can switch over and then we can finish out and then I can get scooting.
Yeah, you could. But yeah.
Yeah, so I can end mine.
I appreciate that. Are you sticking around, or do you have to go?
I'll stick around to talk about Baldur's Gate for a little bit.
I appreciate that. I was kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah. I want to take off for that. I want to talk a little bit about it.
I was trying to adjust myself.
I'm for it.
I want to be blocking. I'm trying to not block. It's like my big head is just in the way. All right, I'm gonna just have to do this. I feel like that's better.
Dude, you're fine. We got to be able to see your face. That's part of why you're here.
I work hard on this display, so it's like,
Next time, just see if you can mount the camera higher, and then you'll be able to get what's behind you.
My camera is hiding a homemade painting I did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just chill down here.
Okay.
Lay back in my Beamer, But yeah, so y'all just brought back so many memories. Just like we went down Saturday morning, Cartoon Lane. Yeah, that was an amazing pick. Once again, guys, you guys are watching Comedic Video Game Commentary live streaming on Friday nights. I'm live here at One Night Stands Comedy Club in Waterford, Michigan, joined by my main man Gad Holland, as well as Lishness One. And let's really quick. We'll go right over Lish to your pick for what you got for us.
Thank you very much. So I am playing Baldur's Gate 3. I played it a few times, though I've actually never completed it. I've played as a good guy a few times, each time trying to romance Astarion and failing. So in the interest of being a good guy, but still getting a little bit of romance, I was like, let's try and romance Lae'zel. She seems to be in the mood for love. And every time, I know that Shadowheart is the most romanced NPC, but I'm never actually trying to get with her, but she is always trying to get with me. this time I decided to play a Dark Urge or a Dirge run, and that is where you play. How do I explain it? He's an origin character that is basically the birth of all evil. He's like the son of the birth of all evil. So kind of like an antichrist, basically. And you get the option of customizing this character. So it doesn't have to be a guy or a girl. It can be whatever you want it to be. Just like you would if you were playing as an original character that you make up. And you have two choices. You can either go the full evil route if you're playing as the Dark Urge, or you can be somebody who is consistently trying to fight those urges and have a redemption arc. And at first, I thought I would go full evil. I've never done full evil in a game ever, but it's really hard. Currently at the place where I could raid the Emerald Grove and kill all the tieflings, but I can't. I got the girl that I want to romance, which is Minthara, on the hook. She's bringing all the goblins. She's going to raid the village. And last minute, the guy who's leading the tieflings is just like, hey, you're here to help us? And I have two choices, two dialogue options, which I actually don't have pulled up right now. I would have to play a little bit longer.
Can you switch it over? Can you switch it over so we can see it?
I need to. So hold on.
It up. I'm like, I'm ready for this. I'm about to watch an action movie. Like I don't think I've seen anybody on our show like set this up, like the anticipation. Perfect. We see it. All right, so break it down, Lishness.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. So, oh shoot, how am I here? Wait a minute. Okay. All right. So, can you see this guy? They are talking about how the tieflings are in danger. And right now, my first time playing, I decided to back it up a little bit on a previous save, not my most recent save, because that is in the middle of an actual battle. I decided to back it up and decide, oh, what is going on here? Hold on. We're in for a hell of a fight. Oh, you know what? I'm a barbarian, so I want to tell them that rage is fuel. Use it to fight, not to complain. All right. I'm still a little evil. I'm still a little bit evil in this game. But when it came down to the head honcho, I'm sorry, what?
Oh, no, I was saying this kind of just takes me back like to the time where in the 90s, we used to look at the cutscenes and go like, man, I wish the game looked like that. One day the cutscenes look as good as the game will. And now it's like the game and the cutscenes are seen the same. So
yeah.
Hard times,
I mean, it's incredible. The graphics are amazing, especially in the cutscenes. Where is Zoru? So when he asks me if I'm on his side, I have the option to be like, yes, of course I am. And then I also have the option to be like, psych, Minthara's coming to kill you. And I ultimately had planned on being like, psych, Minthara's coming to kill you. But once I saw that face, I was like, I can't do it. I cannot kill these tieflings. So no Minthara for me, but we are about to go into battle. I seem to recall, Gad, you actually had some questions behind the scenes that I think you were planning to ask, but I don't remember what those were.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember what those questions were. Oh no, I think maybe just kind of wanted to kind of get into this game's gameplay because like I wanted Baldur's Gate is one of those games that's like if things go well for a paycheck, I'm going to pick it up, and then something always pops up. I was like, I need to buy this instead. So I was actually going to pick up Baldur's Gate 3 today, but I had to get something fixed on my car, so I couldn't. So I was like, I'll wait again until next time.
Now, who's this red-skinned gentleman?
What's that?
Who's that red-skinned gentleman right there, the horns? I don't want to assume.
That is, I'm sorry, not Zoru. That's Zevlor. So he's the leader of the Tieflings. Is that what you asked? Who is he?
Yeah. What's he up to? Baldur's Gate is new for me, so I'm coming in with a new set of eyes. Like the closest RPG I got to was like Final Fantasy X.
Okay. Yeah. So let me give you a little bit of context on what's going on here. Our adventurers were aboard a mind flayer ship where they were actually implanted with tadpoles from mind flayers that they now have in their head. I'm actually going to turn this back here just for a minute, just to explain, and then we can come back to that, I promise. But they all have mind flayer tadpoles in their head, which, if they're affected, one, provides a telepathic link. So there are points in the game where you can connect with the other NPCs in your party that are affected by this. And two, you later find out that people are forming a religion around people that have these mind flayer tadpoles in their head. So fast forward to we've crashed on a beach from this Nautiloid ship. Wicked cutscene. I don't want to give it away, but such a good opening cutscene. And then you're running through, you're collecting party members, learning a little bit about their backstory. And the first major settlement that you come across is the Emerald Grove. And that's where you find out that there are these tieflings that are refugees. They were cast out of their home. They're essentially being hunted. And they are staying with the druids in this Emerald Grove. The druids want them out. The druids are like, you're being hunted, which means we're being hunted. We want you gone. The tieflings are like, if you send us away, we will die. Please let us stay here. And then as you travel more, you learn more about their backstory, because there is a lot of dialogue, like what you are seeing. Hold on. There we go. So then there's a lot of dialogue, like what you're seeing here, where you do have the choice. It's kind of like Red Dead Redemption, or what's that guy with the electric powers, Infamous?
Okay.
Or even some of Final Fantasy VII, where you get multiple choices. And so your journey will lead you to the Goblin Camp, where you find out that those are the ones hunting the tieflings. And you have a choice to make. Are you siding with the goblins and hunting the tieflings? Are you siding with the druids and getting the tieflings out of the grove? Or are you essentially trying to protect the grove as a whole so the rest of them can live in harmony? That's our first main conflict. It's not the whole game, but that's where we are in it right now.
That's how the game starts?
Can I use a lifeline?
Yeah, absolutely. I just kind of info dumped, so please, yes.
No, just go ahead.
That's how the game starts?
It does start like that, yeah.
Oh wow. I thought you were talking from the middle. Like that. Okay.
No.
Huh? No, I didn't know that. I like the way it sounded. I thought that was deep into the game. I didn't know the game started there. What?
Oh, it's
yeah. You know what? For people who have no idea what this game is, we should probably do like a small breakdown of what it is and try to because Baldur's Gate, it's deep cut nerd, and some people may not have heard about it or anything. So correct me whenever I get wrong. Baldur's Gate 3, it's based on Dungeons and Dragons. If you're not familiar with that is, almost everyone has watched Stranger Things on Netflix. And the board game that the kids were playing in the series, that's Dungeons and Dragons. And Baldur's Gate is the video game version of that board game. If that's a quick intro to the game, there's different races of people where you got the orcs and elves and humans and all things in between, and then there's different play styles and classes. So you can be a warrior or barbarian like Lish is. You can be a ranger like Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. You can be like a bard is the thing I brought up earlier. And that's someone that either sings or plays music, and the music helps your party heal and things like that. I the main reason why I want to play Baldur's Gate is because I want to make a bard, and I saw the weapons that a bard can use, and I saw a flute was one of them. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna basically make Lizzo.
That's
So
amazing.
I'm gonna try my best to make a Lizzo, and then make a Lizzo playthrough and play as her.
You
Just
said a
try to
Lizzo.
yeah, so
I
a
love
bard.
that.
So I was talking about a bard, and the bard's
Okay.
main abilities is they can either sing or play music, and that helps your party become stronger or heal and things like that. So what I want to do is I looked online and I saw which instruments are available to the bard in this game, and a flute is one of them. So I was like, oh, a flute. I'm gonna make a Lizzo. So I'm going to so my character is going to be as close to Lizzo as possible. So I'm gonna try to make a black woman, give her a flute, and then make as many shenanigans as I can.
I thought you said Lizzo. At first I was like, did he say Lizzo or maybe talking about a lizard? I'm like, oh, you did mean
No,
Lizzo.
100% Lizzo. I'm 100% making a Lizzo.
You gotta blame it on her juice.
Yeah. I'm making Lizzo. I can either do that or make it like an Andre 3000. Those are the only two characters I want to make.
Hey, I'm Andre 3K all day. 3K
Andre
all day.
with a flute. Make flute version Andre 3000 or Lizzo. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. What I want.
Solid choices.
Not the later album, flute album. We need Love Below Andre 3K. You know.
If it's Baldur's Gate, it's flute Dre. It's flute Andre 3000.
Oh, okay. All right.
There are flutes, there are bongos, there's lutes, there's actually a lot of different instruments you can choose from. It's kind of interesting. And you do pick up more along the way. There's tons of opportunities to loot stuff, like a lot of normal fantasy RPGs. It is a choose your own adventure, depending on how you answer, how you build relationships with your NPCs, whether it turns romantic, including some very graphic cutscenes. Which I love. And then you can also, of course, influence, are you going to fight the Nether Brain, or are you going to become the Nether Brain? Or is something completely different going to happen? So there's a lot of awesome choices.
Yeah, that's the big thing with D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, is choice is the biggest thing. I'm a part of a D&D community, which I kind of just got into a year or two ago, and I didn't realize you can just kind of do, like, I'm still trying to grasp my mind around, you can kind of figure out what you want to do what you want. So, and the dungeon master kind of has to keep up with whatever the party is figuring out at the time. Like, he can have kind of like a vague script of what he wants to go on in the campaign. Or they can just turn around and walk in a completely different direction, and he has to make up an adventure on the fly as they just went in a completely different direction they didn't have planned, and just from choice.
Yep, you can blow it up. I love it. Also, in the spirit of D&D, how you can basically do anything. The combat in this is turn-based, but it's creative. So they actually leave things for you to find in your environment, including but not limited to things like the water barrels, oil barrels, smoke powder satchels, grease or ice, things like that. And you can actually find that you can combine them with some of the magic spells that you have and get some really interesting combinations. So for example, if you were to douse an area with water, you've destroyed a water barrel, or maybe you've got created destroy water as a spell, and then your next party member on a turn has lightning, they can channel that lightning into the water and do an area effect of damage at a very low level of gameplay. It's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, you can gain XP really fast. My favorite thing is to douse everything in oil or grease and set it on fire. I love it.
I've seen some gameplay where someone had an entire party of just gnome warriors. The entire party was just little people, but they were struggling to pick up and throw other people. So that was the entire gameplay, was just little people throwing people, and it was just so much fun watching. They were just the most aggressive 2 foot tall people you've ever seen.
Well, how little people gonna throw people?
Yeah, and they
I
did
know.
something. I forgot where this. Again, I've never played it, so I don't know where this was. But somehow they snuck in barrels into an entire battlefield before the
Mhm.
fight started. So when it
Yes.
started, they blew it up, and the entire game slowed down. Like it slowed.
Yeah.
It's like 50 barrels went off at once when the fight
Yeah.
started, and the gameplay, it slowed the PlayStation down to a crawl. Like the graphics almost failed in the game. It was just a lot of fun to watch these little people throwing people all day.
I agree with you. I've seen those videos. They're hilarious. And that's what I mean about the turn-based combat, because you can actually set yourself in turn-based mode before you ever start a battle. And it allows you to kind of get your party, you can get your party set up in position so you can sneak attack and even get the advantage, because there is a condition called surprised, even in the video game. It's not unique to just the tabletop D&D. So, so you can, there's actually a little chapel at one point when you first get off the Nautiloid. So it's very early in the game. And there are a bunch of people in this chapel trying to raid it. And you have stuff kind of surrounding you. There are little things like oil barrels and whatnot. You can split your party, set them up in various spots, and then go into turn-based mode and actually get your attacks on them before they ever see you.
That's sneaky.
Yeah.
It's the floor is lava, but you put the lava down.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nowhere to hide. It's mean gameplay, but that's so.
Man, I miss the days like just
strategy.
You gave us a master class just on that game, Baldur's Gate, all that stuff, and that took me back like the days where you walked into Funko Land, RIP, now GameStop, and remember the rack of strategy guides, printed out strategy guides, like the magazines, because that used to be what it was. It was either get your strategy guide, CheatCodeCentral.com. You know, you want internet access, and your AOL was up for the month, dial up. You know, you had to get your strategy guide. I played out a master class, and I'm like, this is a walking strategy guide for how it used to be, and you just lay it down. I'm new to the Baldur's Gate.
If Baldur's Gate had a strategy guide, it would be like one of them giant dictionaries in the library. That's how big the book, because there's so many options. Yeah, there's so many options. The book would have to be this thick if there was an actual strategy guide for it. It would be it would probably be a $60 book. It would be a giant book. Yeah, there's no
probably
be the last book you ever need to buy.
Yeah, it would be a hardback.
And I will tell you that there are different levels that you can play this at, like levels of difficulty. So there's the role play based. If you're not that big on combat, you can just go for the dialogue mostly. Hold on. Alexa, stop. I don't know what alarm is going off. That's weird. Alexa, stop. Okay. Anyway.
The tone changed.
Stop. So there's the easy mode where it's mostly role play. There's balanced, which I'm typically playing at. There's also tactician, which I'm thinking about doing because battle's a little too easy for me most of the time on balanced. So there's tactician, which means that it's going to be more battle heavy. And then there's something called honor mode, which is you only get one shot. There is no save and go back if you don't like how it rolls. There is no save and go back if you died. Like if you die in the game, you are done. You cannot come back to that iteration of the game in honor mode.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Exactly.
Yeah, some games are starting to put those in there, like a permadeath hard difficulty in the games. There are certain games I like playing and they have that mode and I won't touch it. But it's because I know people who put in 30 hours into a campaign or a story and then just a car hits them when they're crossing the street and that's all it is game. Yeah, I was like, ooh, no, I couldn't do that.
I also have stayed away from honor mode for that exact reason. I would do tactician.
I'm not brave
Huh?
like that. I'm not that brave. I don't want to lose my Lizzo that fast or that easily. I want to keep my Lizzo.
Leave
Same.
Lizzo alone.
Yeah, oh yeah, I don't
Leave
want to lose
Lizzo
Lizzo.
alone.
Yeah, I put a lot of work into Lizzo. I don't want to lose her this fast.
Right?
I don't want to misstep off of a boat and fall in the water and she drowns. I was like, no, I can't lose her this quickly.
After
So
she put it all
if you're
in.
making Lizzo with Baldur's Gate 3,
Yes.
obviously a bard, obviously flute is the weapon of choice.
Yeah.
But what like race are you putting her as? I personally am like,
I'm
would
going
you
human.
put her as
I'm just going human, unless there was
human?
like another. Yeah, I don't know what other options I would pick because I'm not going like tiefling or half demon or something. I'm just trying to make a like. Is there any other options that could be Lizzo-ish? I guess I don't know what other.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Where's
actually.
her
There are a
popular-
few that I think could apply if you don't mind that she's short.
Oh, a dwarf Lizzo?
So
Or like a gnome
dwarf
Lizzo?
Lizzo?
Okay.
Gnome Lizzo is possible, but I was thinking dwarf or halfling.
But we need her.
Halfling Lizzo.
We need Lizzo's posse of equally overweight background singers too.
I could do that. I could have an
consulted.
entire squad of Lizzos, like
They
I saw
just
the entire
settled the
squad of
lawsuit
gnomes.
too. Settled
You
that
would
lawsuit.
have to have other people that agree to it in the multiplayer mode. You probably
that's how you
could
get that.
also. There's also an option if you befriend this dead guy called Withers. There's also an option to get hirelings. Let's say you are playing truly evil and you end up murdering all of your party members. It happens. You can actually hire help and you can pick their class, race, etc.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
if
you-
my
and
character
you
gets
create
into
the-
a lawsuit, I can
You
re-up
create a
on my
background singer. You got to create it with the papers. The legal papers are in their hands as you create the character.
So if I'm on tour and I get into some shenanigans with my Lizzo, I can get new. I can get a new squad if I get into a lawsuit with my Lizzo. Got it. That makes sense.
Every time. Promise.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I know that we're only doing an overview, but the truth is we do actually have a live gameplay going right now. And so we have some choices to make. We're talking to Zevlor, who is the leader of the Tieflings. He's mentioned that there are goblins in the woods. What happened at their camp? I have an option to say they're my horde. Together we shall feast upon you. I met the drow leading them and led her here. The goblins are coming and they're led by a drow. Again, this was the one I was trying to romance for a hot minute. And then the drow leader found the grove. I couldn't stop it. I'm sorry. I literally told her about them, by the way. So what do we want to do? Do we actually want to wreak havoc on these tieflings, or do we want to save them? Because there is still a chance to save them.
Let's do both. Can we do both at the same time?
I don't know if you can
We
save
can't
them.
wreak havoc and save them. Huh?
I know, but you can fake save them. Like, yeah, I'm gonna save you. You know.
I have been doing that, but now it is now or never.
I have been doing that. You admit it.
What?
You're like, I have been doing it. I'm like, yeah, you do both. You fake save them, then you execute them, right?
I would love to, but as I mentioned, the first time that I ran this through, the most current save I have of this is in battle, because once I do this, there is a cutscene. Okay. And what I choose influences what cutscene we want to see.
All right.
So what do we want to see?
You want to try to save them? It sounds like there's a chance. You want to go for that?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So I'm going to tell them that I met the drow leading them and led her here. And he's like, but why? Why would you do that? There's actually sounds. Do you want the sound, or would that muddy what we're doing here?
Well, here, you put the sound on. I
All right.
I can't make out the captions, but yeah, throw the sound on.
No worries. If I could zoom in, I absolutely would. So, oh no! What did I just click?
There go my man's again. My red man's from X-Men.
I bumped a button.
First class.
You pushed a button.
It's my red man's from X-Men First Class. You know.
I don't even know what I picked. Hold on. What's my dialogue?
Option?
I want to. Oh God! I literally picked the worst option. I didn't mean to. Okay, so I was shifting my remote on my pillow, because I'm disabled and I need an easy way to hold my remote.
Okay.
I bumped a button, and the choice I made was literally, I want to see droves, piles, heaps of dead. I want to climb a quartz mountain.
That doesn't sound like saving at all. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't sound like we're trying to save anybody.
Yeah, you need to give me the Baldur's Gate beginner translation of that. What does that mean? That's super bad.
Murder. Like piles of bodies means murder.
Oh, listen, that's not nice. That ain't nice.
It's not nice. I didn't mean to do it. The only way to do it. What?
Why'd you go ahead and do that?
No, we don't have to.
You just did though.
Oh, what?
You don't have to, but you just did.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's
what I mean is like we could actually reload. We could reload.
That just took me back to House of the Dead 2. I know I'm on a tangent. House of the Dead 2 arcade or Dreamcast mode, like reload.
Yeah.
Reload.
I said, let's just keep going. Let's see what happens with
Somebody just left my party. Who left my party?
You lost a character too?
Oh, they pulled that Irish goodbye.
So they're not down with murder time.
So I don't like this. Oh no! What have I done? I mean, I guess it's funny, but like, I didn't actually want to turn on the tieflings. I feel like I should restart. I'm not in honor mode. I could. Oh God. Okay. I guess we're doing this. Don't hate me.
What do we do now?
What?
What's going on? What's the objective now? What are we doing now? I'm a novice. I'm new.
What am I doing right now?
Well, yeah. Okay. What's the next objective? Yeah, I'm new. I'm just new to me. Baldur's Gate.
Sure. No problem. So I don't know how well you can see this, but this is the battle map. This is where we're essentially turn-based. You only get so much movement. Gad can kind of explain with D&D, a facet of combat is movement. You decide where on the board you want to move, and you only get so much you can do per turn. This character has about 30 feet of movement, so I'm going to max that out, and then I get an action and a bonus action, which can be anything like normal attack or something more supportive, like a healing spell or something like that. This is apparently a very small battle. I'm apparently about to do horrible things to this person. Oh, no, I'm not. I can't reach. Good. You know what, though? I could do a bonus action.
Okay.
And dash, which I'm gonna do. Since I'm playing evil, I might as well go all the way.
Yeah, you just can't be kind of evil. Or half
right.
evil.
Well, I've only been kind of evil.
Better go 100, Liz. Time to go 100.
Go what?
Go
What'd you say?
Go 100.
100, yeah.
100.
Absolutely.
Not 100. 100 on that evil. Go evil 100. On that ass. Go evil on that ass. Anyway.
One thing about these turn-based games is that it gives you a lot of time to really figure out what you want to do since it's not on the fly gameplay. Mm-hmm. So every move, you're like, I think I'm gonna walk here, put myself in a spot here. Wait, I think this is a good idea. So it gives you a lot of opportunity to really kind of get into a bag, because a lot of times when it's a game where I'm playing on the fly, I forget half the moves because I'm just because I'm surviving so the whole time. So I forget, oh yeah, I got grenades in my bag. But a game like this, I will always remember all my little bags and trinkets and stuff because I get time to look them up and figure out, like, you know, like she's panning the camera across whatever's going on here. So usually you don't have this kind of time to plan stuff like this. So it gives you an opportunity to take.
Did you say you're tired of playing stuff like this?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misheard.
No, I was saying,
yeah,
I like this because it gives me time to do different things, like to like, you know, use your different options and that you have available. Usually, if the game is immediate like that, I usually get I usually run out of stuff quickly.
And Lish, do you get to also kind of world build the levels you're gonna go to? Do you get any say in that, or build that, or just only building the characters?
On Baldur's Gate, I don't know how much you really get a say in. Oh, he's running at me. I don't know how much you actually get a say in like the world building itself. You do get to choose.
Lish, that was like a great, like, shit just got real. I'm like, oh shit, he's coming at me. Who's running at you? Who's running at you? You stop the video, says like, oh shit, he's coming at me. Shit got real. Who's running at you?
It did. It got very real because I'm talking to you and I'm like, huh? What? I'm like, end turn. I'll go to my next character, but it wasn't my turn. It was the enemy's turn, and they started like running at me, and I'm like, no. So to answer your question about the closest thing you get with influencing the world building has to do with what choices you make for your character. So when you choose your race or your class, sometimes unique dialogue opens up just for those things. As an example, Shadowheart, which is one of the main NPCs in the game, she is a cleric of Shar, which is like a dark goddess, the goddess of loss. Her nemesis would be anyone that worships the goddess Saloon, because she's the goddess of the moon, goddess of light, goddess of like love, like all things good. So if you play as a cleric of Saloon, you get interesting options that are just for Selenites.
Okay.
And it gives you a chance to antagonize Shadowheart in a way you would not ordinarily be able to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lish, the walking strategy guy. No, that kind of summed it up. I mean, it's just a lot, you know. So I get just as much. It kind of sounds lame, but sometimes I get just as much out of just watching people play the game as in like me going out and getting the game, you know, because I'll watch, and that's kind of what partly inspired this show, you know, Comedic Video Game Commentary. Like, just I would go online and like go back and watch a game that came out on the PS2 or the Xbox One. I never had a chance to play, or my boy was playing this game, he never finished it. I'm gonna go watch it, you know. So it's just amazing seeing how, like, Baldur's Gate, you know, which I've always heard of, but it's become like, man, it's a movement. It's like the adult Roblox, you know, at this point.
Yeah.
I want to compare it to that. That's kind of, you know, that's off-putting. I got cousins, nieces, they're really into Roblox. But yeah, this is an interesting vibe, though. This is an interesting vibe. Liz, anything else you want to add to your Baldur's Gate pick before we wrap it up to the last pick?
Honestly, I would say I can answer questions if you want. Otherwise, I was just going to offer if you wanted to watch me kill the tieflings. But none of us actually wanted that when it accidentally happened. So,
yeah, you know, murder is not ideal. But yeah, we do got to get over to my pick. But Lish, I appreciate it. Once again, I'm going to give you a little round of applause because this is your first official Comedian video game show. So let's go ahead and give a little round of applause for Lish. Bring it on in. Yeah. Well done, good and faithful servant. All right. So, all right, y'all. Once again, guys, got to do my quick plug. Once again, you guys are watching Comedian Video Game Commentary live here with @Gad Holland as well as @Smith. We're going to be probably wrapping up the show here in about another 10, 15 minutes. Make sure to follow, subscribe, hit that like button. We're going to be broadcasting may not be here every time. I'm here at One Night Stands Comedy Club in Waterford, but we might be going to different comedy clubs each week, kind of checking things out. But definitely follow us at our regular socials if you like what we got going on. And then also subscribe to us on YouTube, Kick, and Rumble, and TikTok. All right, y'all. So really quick, we're going to get more organized here, because we're in season 3 and we're going to have different games going on. So we're going to do a quick little game. All right. And actually, we'll keep it simple. This won't be a trivia game, but we're just going to do top 5 lists. All right. So first of all, I'll do Gad. What is your top 1 or 2? And I guess what I'm trying to go here is trying to get an idea of what your genre is. What are your top 3 favorite video game genres?
Video game genres?
And why?
Okay.
Genres.
Okay.
Like RPG, racing, maybe
Right,
this for your RPG, a shoot 'em up game.
Yeah.
I want to get that first, and I'll craft my question.
Let me go. I think first genre will probably be, I'll say open world RPG. I'll put that in there. Is one of my favorite genres.
Yeah, and don't even give me the description. Just give me the 3 genres. Same with you, Lish. And then I'm going to ask you guys your favorite character.
Game out of the, okay.
Based on those genres. Yeah.
See, first person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably anything with a co-op mode is the best way I could. Anytime where me and my friends can team up and do something is my other favorite genre.
Okay. So Gad's top 3 genres we had. You said RPG.
RPG. Did I say first person shooter? Is that what I said?
Yeah, first POV.
Okay.
And then what was the last one?
Any co-op player versus computer. And that's any type of game mode. But if I can team up with my friends, that's always my favorite type of game.
Okay, cool. All right, it's official. It's set in stone. It's in the comment section. All right. So Lish, really quick. This is like part 1 of our little top 5 list. What are your top 3 video game genres?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm actually with Gad on the whole co-op thing. And it can be any kind of co-op, whether it's something like the Wii Sports where you guys get to play against each other, or whether it's a co-op for something like Diablo 4 or Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
I really Huh?
What are your other 2?
Yeah. I really love the RPG fantasy kind of genre. The open world, obviously, because I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3. And then I also, I'm trying to think on the last one because I either have too many or not enough.
All right, RPG.
All right, enjoy this. Huh?
Okay, co-op player versus PC RPG. And then your last one was.
I guess I have 2. So I like something that's turn-based because it gives me a chance to kind of slow down and pay attention to the controls. Again, I have hand issues, so it's a very accessible thing in gaming when something is turn-based. Also, I really enjoy when you can kind of choose your own adventure and influence the outcome, whether positively or negatively. I really love
Baldur's Gate is up your alley. Yeah, so Baldur's
so
Gate is just
much. It checks all the boxes.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay,
Cool. It gives you
So
time to play, and you can figure out your own adventure. Yeah, it checks all your boxes. I get it.
Final Fantasy VII did too, for similar reasons.
Yeah. completely.
Okay, so it's safe to say, list your top 3 genres. We got co-op player versus PC, RPG, and then finally choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, putting that in. It's set in stone. We got Licious top 3 genres. So I apologize. That's actually going to be the end of our game portion, you know. But it's just like a little fun thing for everybody to kind of see what's what. And what we're going to do is probably next week or next time you guys can make it on, we'll kind of do like top 5 favorite best Mario games, top 10, best, and we'll kind of base it around that, like based on, what your vibe is. So I'm gonna really quick, Gad. I don't know, are you able to stick around another 10 minutes, or you got to hop off and be respectful?
I really want to get out quick, but I do want to see what your pick is.
Okay, all right. I'll hope you said that, brother. All right.
Yeah, I at least want to see what the pick is.
So I'm next. All right, I'm next, and I got a pick, y'all. It's very sentimental to my heart. And I'm trying to share this on 2 different windows on the same screen. So bear with me here. But my pick, very special to my heart. We're going back to the late 90s, early 2000s, as my old head usually does. And I gotta give it to Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And this is about Sonic, you see my screen?
I can see it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, so I might not be able to play it full.
At 15% with my battery.
Miss low battery. And
Yes. I'll be more prepared next time.
no, it's so funny. I was
be
using
here until the battery died, and she didn't lie.
Yeah, you owned it. You
I didn't lie.
You wore it with a badge of honor, because I even owned up in the we have those of you guys watching, we have a little group chat, a little WhatsApp, what I like to call the talent green room group chat, so comedians can mix and mingle before the show. And I was just like, hey, it's 2025, it's CP time. I am living proof that CP time is alive and well. So I own it. So if I'm proof, I'm still living proof that CP time's alive and well. You know what? Black folks aren't the only ones that our batteries are always going low. Because I seem to never see white people with like, hey, I got to charge my phone's about to die. And let's just change the game for me. It's always black folks, cousins of people I know or myself, where our batteries always about to get low, or we got to charge it, or because I got to call you back. So, Lish, you bring me hope that it's not just us running around, running out of battery life.
I don't think any of my white friends has ever told me their phone about to die.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a one.
You
welcome. Like, a lot of white friends. Not one of them has ever told me, hey, my bad, my phone about to die. I've never heard that out of any of my white friends. My phone is about to die. Lish, you are the first.
I was just like, that's just our thing.
White people's phones
they charge it in the house, they charge it in the car, where they going in, got it on, that's why
I never thought about this.
Yeah.
None of my white friends' phone is just, even when they send me screenshots, it's in the 80%. It's never, I get a screenshot in my black friend, it says 7%. When I get it, look at this, and I always look at the battery life in the corner. It's always
you want
red.
Screenshots. Okay, hold on.
Every time I get a screenshot, it's always red.
Yeah, really quick. I gotta get the Sonic Adventure, but give us that screenshot. Where you at? 50%?
Yep. Let me see. Should I put it in the chat then?
I felt it. I don't know if you could.
You can go for it.
You can share screenshots in the chat.
I don't want you to burn out your last 15%.
Yeah, we don't want to do all that just for that. But while you're pulling that up, so Sonic Adventure, once again, I was, as a kid, the Dreamcast, I remember getting like the Dreamcast magazine CD and just getting the preview of what was coming out. And it was just that era of the Dreamcast where these graphics, these were the graphics we were hoping to get,
Yeah.
And Sonic was already iconic. And Sega just had this huge, the Dreamcast. So, like, what I loved about Sonic Adventure, I'm going to kind of skip really quick to some of my favorite levels, was just the fact that, like, basically Sonic Adventure was to the Dreamcast what Grand Theft Auto 3 opened up for the PS2. this
Yeah.
sandbox world, just the different levels, unlike what we've seen, So this is the first level, like in Station Square. But for me, I remember I got my Dreamcast Christmas, and then we ended up taking a vacation. We did like a little road trip to Florida. I took my Dreamcast with me, and I'm playing half the time we in Florida, doing our thing. I'm back at the hotel. I got my Dreamcast. I'm hitting levels. I'm still going out and being a kid, but like just the Emerald Coast level, which was basically like the epic first level. It was basically the homage to like Emerald Coast. This is the homage to the OG Sonic, of the Sega Genesis games.
I
Don't
love
this
this
look like a
game.
resort? I would love to be at this resort if this was real life, but just this level alone, I've gone back and played this so many times. And then once again, you got Tails, you got Knuckles. Anybody could jump in. Like give your thoughts about Sonic Adventure 2, Dreamcast. This was your thing. But
It's incredible.
so many memories,
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
played it. This whole level was just run as fast as you can. I remember playing this. This is like, I mean, there's a killer whale chasing you while you're going, and is destroying the entire world behind you, and you're just running on the beach as fast.
The whale, Shamu's for a whale.
I remember playing this from Dreamcast. Is still like one of my. It's. I wish it would have worked out better.
It was just ahead of its time. It
was ahead of its time, but it couldn't keep up with the generation after it, which was the problem because it came out and it was miles above the PlayStation 1, but it wasn't better than the PlayStation 2. And we kept talking about how great the PlayStation 2 is. When that came out, it put the Dreamcast to bed, which is so unfortunate because
it was
so many games. I'm almost certain that I brought up a bunch of different Dreamcast games.
I'm on buyback mode. I'm where I'm at a flea market. If I'm on, I'm online and I'm vulnerable. I'm
pretty sure I've brought up different Dreamcast games on this show, and I do it a lot because those games, it was just so much fun. Like, this is good. This one was great. The NFL 2K, the NBA 2Ks, the different racing games they had on there. They were so good. And the memory card, you could play it. The memory card was a tiny Game Boy, and it had a control. It had buttons on it and a screen. These games just had so much fun stuff. And Sonic was was like the beginning of all of that. And it's like the different Resident Evil games that came out on it. And I could talk for hours about how much I love and miss the Dreamcast by itself. It was just, but it wasn't. It just, when the PlayStation 2 came out, it put the kaputs to this Dreamcast, and the Dreamcast was such a good game. Such a good game system, and really good games that weren't like, most of those Dreamcast games were exclusive, so you couldn't get them outside of the Dreamcast. They were just stuck there.
I would spend I want to say hours, but I would spend maybe an hour or two, like even like the Mayan ruins level, which isn't even like an actual level. It's just like a sandbox area, and this whole thing, like the Mayan ruins, like the actual inner level where you're like in the pyramid. Epic.
Yeah.
But even playing as Tails, Knuckles with his story mode. I just couldn't, and even which was kind of weird at first, but I think it kind of made sense where they had the chows. Oh, we lost Lish. That battery life don't last forever.
Yeah, I told you that 15% got her.
Yeah, that's real though, because I didn't know like white people's phone batteries.
I had no idea white people's batteries died. No, it's never been. Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, so this is Tails mode, and just for me, it was just the fact that just like the Grand Theft Auto 3, I wouldn't say it wasn't as expansive as like a Liberty City, but I could spend like a good hour or two in between the actual mission levels just exploring Mayan ruins.
Yeah,
explore it. You can't really explore Station Square like that, but the Mayan ruins and like all that type of stuff.
you can walk around. Yeah,
You walk around because this was pre GTA 3, so it was
yeah.
so cool to like instead of go from mission to mission to mission, I'll just explore this.
You could take a second. Yeah, like, I like that kind of. I like a game where you can just take a walk.
Yep.
And like another game from the Dreamcast was Shenmue. That was another take a walk game. That game was one that you could just wander around and do kind of what you felt game, which was not.
We got a comment here. We don't endorse stream. We are smoking a praise Ray. How you doing? Cheap viewers on Stream Boo. So we don't know what that leads to. So just on the safe side, I wouldn't click on it, but we'll take the attention. Thanks for the comment, smoking the praise Ray. But Gay, you were saying.
I don't know. I don't think I was just rambling. But I like a game where you can kind of wander around and kind of do what you want or whatever. Like this had that. Shenmue was one of them games for the Dreamcast.
Yeah, Shenmue. We talked about that
now. Yeah.
To make this work.
It was like you didn't have to do what you wanted to do. You could just kind of wander around for a bit. Yeah, that was Shenmue was that. And I was one of the first.
Shenmue took that to another level. Yeah, this is a great level too. I forgot the name of this one, but Shenmue kind of took that to the next level. It was Sonic Adventure. I think that came out at the same time. They kind of came out in that fall '99 release. But yeah, Shenmue was the sandbox king. So GTA 3 came out. We can kind of give it that. I did watch Shenmue 2 gameplay. I went back and watched that about a year or two ago. And I was all right, the magic wasn't there. I'm gonna get around maybe Shenmue 3 gameplay watch. I don't know. Have you played or watched the Shenmue 3?
I've only played the first Shenmue game, and that's one of those like, if my life ever slowed down enough, I want to sit down and play the entire game and beat the entire Shenmue. But it's certain sequences.
So low. This got so low. Like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, it's Shenmue is one of those. I got COVID, so I got to stay in the house for a while.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
I got Shenmue.
I got a few days.
I literally can't go anywhere and do anything, so now I have the time to play Shenmue. Like that's the kind of game Shenmue is. But I heard there's one sequence where you can't skip it. There's no faster thing, but it's like 45 minutes of walking.
Here's the thing. Like I wanted to like Shenmue 2, but I think a part of it is we're just older and adults.
Yeah.
It's different when Shenmue, late 90s, early 2000s. I remember me and my cousin staying up to play that game and beat it and play it over holiday breaks and all that. So it's different because Shenmue 2, by the time Shenmue 2 rolled around, the Dreamcast Steam it left. I think it came out in 2001. 2002. But then I think it only came out in Japan.
Okay.
And I think it was either hard to find or games were still $60 in those days. So I think by that time all the
you can get all of them at once now. You can get all the Shenmues at one time now. I think.
Well, yeah, you can download them online.
Okay, yeah.
I'm saying then it was.
Oh yeah, no, you couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, so you just get older, you kind of move on to different stuff. Yeah. Yep. So, all right. Any other thoughts on Sonic Adventure on our Epic Dreamcast?
I just watched Sonic 2, the movie, this week, and now watching this game, I was like, oh yeah, this may have been the first time I saw Tails as a pilot. Like, because everyone knows Tails can fly, but I think this game was the first time you saw Tails fly an airplane. Well, I think it was this game.
I saw the first Sonic movie. I haven't seen the second yet.
Second is Tails is in it, and it just made me remember that Tails flying an airplane. But it's not bad. You would expect the movies to be bad, and they're not bad. They're really not bad. They're pretty. The movies are pretty good. I want to watch the third one now, but no, they're not. They're really not bad.
All right. Well, I think at this point we can kind of wrap it up. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Once again, I'm your host, Hayward Crawford. comedy writer, producer. Here, my main man, Gad Holland. We are comedian video game commentary. So I just want to go ahead and just give us our last little final words before we dip out. Once again, we plan to be back each Friday. May not be the same cast of characters. I'll be kind of holding the fort, facilitating one night stands. We might be at other different comedy clubs around town. Maybe doing it where we'll be there before a show, right around the show. Different comedians are welcome to come in, and they can kind of, if they got a set coming up, they chill in the green room. They can maybe come in here and hang out and talk about a video game. Let loose a bit. So that's kind of what this show is about. That's why I wanted to bring it back outside of me just being at home. I do enough Zoom meetings and other stuff at home. Mm-hmm. So it's a cool way to kind of get back out, get back into the comedy scene. Those guys that know I moved out to the West Coast for a few years in LA. And now I'm back here in Detroit comedy scene, and Gad's been kind of leading the way doing that and, helping me getting acclimated. So Gad, really quick before we get out of here, can you tell the audience where they can find you? If you got any shows coming up, anything you want to share with the audience?
My name's right there. Just Google it. It's weird enough. My name's weird enough. If you type it in, you'll come right to me. There's not many other Gad Hollins walking. There's only one. Is my dad. He don't do the internet. So just type my name in any search bar. You'll find me.
That's the phone, right?
That's the easy way to find me. Just in the any search bar you type in, I should come up sometime somewhere.
Gad to the bone.
Yeah, very easy for me very easy to find me.
All right, cool. All right, cool. I don't think our show will run this long, but we got a lot of good stuff. Lish was cooking on Baldur's Gate 3. Mark came in with the Middle Earth Orc Boy. You threw it down with Need for Speed. I remember when that game came out, I probably played it arbitrarily over somebody's house, back in those days, the pre-online play days. But yeah, great stuff. We are out of here, guys. Make sure you guys once again follow Comedian Video Game Commentary. We'll be back next Friday. I'm gonna update the show title, kind of like how we had, where we'll have each game that each person shared in the title, so you actually know what exactly we're gonna talk about. And then this will be the first episode in our season 3 playlist. Season 3 will be all the new shows we do through the end of 2025. And then season 4 will be 2026, and then whatever shows we do in that year moving forward. So, all right, y'all. Good show, sir. And we will see you next week.
All right.
All right.